مشاهدينا الكرام، أهلا بكم في حلقة جديدة من برنامج فلسطين قضيتي. حلقة اليوم تأتي على هامش المؤتمر السابع لائتلاف المرأة العالمي لنصرة القدس وفلسطين تحت شعار رائدات القدس يصنعن نصرها. مشاهدينا الكرام، ضيفتنا اليوم من ماليزيا وزيرة الصناعة الزراعية والسلع الماليزية الأستاذة زريدة قمر الدين. مرحبا بك.
الحمد لله.
بداية أستاذة زريدة، دعنا نتحدث عن مخرجات المؤتمر والهدف من حضور هذا المؤتمر.
Alhamdulillah, I'm glad that I was invited for this event. It's for the first time that I'm attending, and I understand it's the seventh conference that I've done in Turkey. And I understand that this is the Global Women Coalition for Al-Quds and Palestine. And this is a gathering of mostly Palestinian women outside Palestine. So they get together from 42 countries. They get together here in Turkey every year, and it's the seventh time, to show their solidarity for the Palestinians, especially the women, and to show their support, their moral support. And they also try to help in terms of economic support by raising funds so that these women can undertake some projects in Palestine. I was in Palestine in 2009. I went there. I went to Rafah. I went to Gaza. Yeah, I met the women of Palestine. They are very well-educated women. They are very professional. They are all graduates, mothers, young mothers, and they are very determined women, and they really look after the children. They are there in the front line to look after the children, the neighbors, and the community. And they set up childcare centers, education centers for the children. And the women in Palestine are very well organized, and they are very strong women actually. I'm very impressed with the women in Palestine.
نعم، طبعا أستاذة، من المعروف أن ماليزيا لها دعم غير محدود للقضية الفلسطينية. دعنا نتحدث عن دور المرأة. دور المرأة لا ينحصر فقط في أن تكون نصف المجتمع، بل هي المسؤولة عن تربية الأجيال. فماذا لو كانت هذه المرأة وزيرة؟
Yesterday, I had a meeting with the Minister of Family and Social Services of Turkey, the Honorable Doria.
Yes.
Yeah? And together with me was Dr. Hamida, the Deputy for Shura Council of Qatar. So in our discussion, we have sort of decided that it's high time that the program or this coalition of women for Al-Quds and Palestine should raise the standards higher to enhance the strength and to enhance the pressure to the countries in the world and to the Islamic countries and so on and so forth. So we plan to recruit more policy makers. That means ministers, member of parliaments, to be part of this coalition as advisory committee or as patron. So we are discussing about that. So what we hope to do is that, because I saw yesterday when they showed me the clips, there were about 42 countries that participate in this conference, which means 42 countries where Palestinians are staying there and they come here together to show their support. But there was only 144 members. 42 countries, 144 members is not enough. We have half population are women in the world. So we should be more aggressive, get more membership across these countries. And for me, in the ASEAN region, I plan to initiate one cluster of the Southeast Asian region to come together within our region. Maybe we can meet up and have our own little conference, and we can be part of this major conference annually.
نعم، لأن المرأة الفلسطينية تحتاج لتطبيق هذه المشاريع التي طرحت في هذا المؤتمر على أرض الواقع.
Yeah, so the collection of this, the fund that we collect from this program, and I think last night, I think there were quite a number of pledges and funds that is being committed by some of the groups in the various countries. And I've seen all these projects that they have done in Palestine, because in Malaysia we raise funds and we send money through the organization to send to the women there. So the women there is very enterprising. So what they did, apart from the childcare centers and education programs and so on and so forth, they also do economic program. So they go into chicken rearing, they go into cow rearing, they go into what else? They go into some plantation for vegetables. So these are their economic activities which they can sell and bring some money back, and so that they can reuse back for the Palestinian women programs.
نعم. طيب بالنسبة للحكومة الماليزية، هل هناك استراتيجية معينة لنشر الوعي عند الشعب الماليزي بما يجري من أحداث في فلسطين، وكيف يمكن أن هذه الاستراتيجية أن تجسد قضية الفلسطينية بأن تكون قضية مركزية عند الشعب الماليزي؟
The government of Malaysia support Palestine struggle. They support and they have declared their full support for Palestine. And of course, every opportunity which our Prime Minister has a chance in the international conferences and the Islamic conferences, he will always stress to the point that he is behind Palestine and we, Malaysia, are behind Palestine, and we want the European countries or United States America for that matter to sort of intervene the way they intervene in Ukraine and Russian war. So when it comes to Palestine, they are just keeping quiet. So in the last ASEAN US and ASEAN summit, we have ASEAN and US summit. So my Prime Minister, the Honorable Ismail Sabri, state again, impressed upon the Prime Minister of US to say that Malaysia, we are concerned, even though we are going to work for economic purposes with the US, but we're concerned of the state of Palestine, and we want them to stop and interfere in this or intervene in this liberation or freedom of Palestine.
بالنسبة للمشاريع المستقبلية لدعم القضية الفلسطينية للحكومة الماليزية، مشاريع الجديدة المستقبلية.
Yeah. So apart from the normal fundraising, we have a lot of groups that are supporting Palestinian cause. So they raise funds from time to time, and they also go to Palestine or to Gaza themselves to see how the project is being worked upon. So for us, we are continuing to raise funds, and we want to go into the education program so that the children are given at least some education, maybe not that in the sense not that formal, but at least they are given some education, they are being trained, and we want to train them into other areas as well, not just because it has been 60, 70 years that Palestine has been under the siege of Zionist regime. So now high time that we can't be talking about primary education, we can't be talking about secondary or university, but we must be talking about more higher level experts, specialists, those in digital economy, those in the accounting, those in areas of research, So these are the things that we wanted to bring about a higher level of expertise program to the Palestinians, especially the women.
Very good. جيد جدا. ماليزيا دائما تجدد دعمها للقضية الفلسطينية، فما هي رسالتك للشعب الفلسطيني وخاصة للمرأة الفلسطينية المرابطة في القدس؟
Alhamdulillah, to the women of the Palestine and the Palestinians itself, I see that even in the situation when they are faced with war, suffering and struggle, they still manage to run the country well. They still have education, they still have the economic activities, they still have the community program, and they are able to keep themselves together. So I believe if they are given the right to develop their countries, and for those who stay in Palestine and they have the right to return to Palestine, Palestine will be such a very advanced country and a very progressive country. So please give them a chance to develop their country. Give them a chance. They should not be deprived of the opportunity because there are a lot of resources in Palestine. Therefore, they should be given the freedom to develop their country in their own direction and with no intervention, and give them the sovereignty because they are a nation on their own and they should be respected for the nation.
نعم. ماليزيا كلنا نعرف والجميع يعرف أن ماليزيا تعمل على الحد من اختراق الكيان الصهيوني لجنوب شرق آسيا، وتعمل على دعم وحشد ومناصرة القضية في تلك المنطقة، وأيضا لا توجد لديها علاقات دبلوماسية رسمية بين ماليزيا وإسرائيل، لا توجد. السؤال هنا رؤيتك ورأيك في بخصوص التطبيع العربي مع الكيان الصهيوني.
Yeah, because Malaysia does not have any diplomatic ties with the Israel government because they are close with the Zionist regime, and we are not supportive of this normalization program because we believe it is not a fair deal for Palestine. They should be given back their actual rights of the country and bring back to them, and they deserve it. Let them grow, and from there you can see, whether they are able to carry it. I believe Palestine should be able to carry it because, like I said, in times of war, they can manage the country. What else? If without war, they can have done better, much better than what is now.
ليس من العدل أن ندعم فلسطين وفي نفس الوقت نطبع مع الكيان الإسرائيلي. الأستاذة زريدة قمر الدين، وزيرة الصناعة الزراعية والسلع الماليزية، شكرا لك على هذا اللقاء.
Thank you. مع السلامة.
شكرا. مشاهدينا الكرام، نلتقي في حلقة جديدة من برنامج فلسطين قضيتي. إلى اللقاء.